All right, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm going to give you my experience in basic training at Fort Jackson. So, I was in basic training in July of 2019. I think it was 113th. I don't remember. It was about a year and a half ago. But I'm going to have a special guest, just someone from my unit, also going to be here with me and give you more of an insight on what's more recent. He hasn't been in as much, but he, still just another person's perspective on basic training. I feel like I had it really easy at basic compared to what I've heard with other people's stories. Yes, I'm saying that, but for me, basic training was easy. And I believe that was because of the unit I was in and the drill sergeants I had. But I've heard terror stories from people that just straight up did not enjoy it. I personally did enjoy basic training. I had a lot of fun, met some great people. Shout out to Khaleesi, shout out to Moss. Those are my homies. And so I'll get to the stories. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is 120th. So right when you arrive there, you're going to have to stay up for the first 72 hours when you're getting issued gear. And basically, you're entering the Army. You get your head shaved. I think I look pretty good with a buzz cut. Not to say so myself. It's my dude Marable. Yeah,
that buzz cut wasn't with it, bro. It wasn't.
Hey, I came here with a buzz cut. Were you here when I had a buzz cut?
Bro, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I had a buzz cut when I first got here.
No.
So, yeah, you're staying up 3 days straight. I think I had half an hour of sleep that entire time. But people were just falling asleep, and the drill sergeants were just yelling at them. One of my friends there, my battle buddies, his name was Hamburger.
What? Hold on, pause.
No, his name was Hamburger.
For real?
Yes, his name was Hamburger. So, because we were passing out name tapes for our uniforms, and he called off Hamburger. And everyone's like, what? Yes. Homie's name was Hamburger. And he's like, moving drill art. And you have to say drill sergeant after everything, because if you don't, they'll just beat you up. Yes, and parade rest, which is when you're standing shoulder width apart. It's a modified position of attention.
They're strict about that. They're real strict about that. If you're not staying in position of attention, bro, they gonna smoke the shit out of you. That's the end of you at that point. You might as well get ready to be sweating hard for the rest of the day. God, that shit was terrible.
Yeah, and so after PT or after the defect, we ate. So I got to wake up late at basic because everyone was waking up at 4 a.m. We woke up at 5:50.
5:50?
Yeah, we woke up late as hell, and because we had the last PT session in our area. So, we always woke up late, or we had the last defect for the breakfast. So that's why we woke up so late.
Okay.
And it was just so, we had, 8 hours of sleep. We rarely got woken up. And if we did, it was something stupid. And it's just, people, because drill sergeants, they'll do checks at night. And you'll have to call the room to parade, or eddies. Or if it's an officer, you call to attention. And that's the only time you wake up. If they decide to wake up the bay. But most times, in my case, they didn't wake us up. I don't know about...
They woke us up in the bay.
A lot?
Yes.
At night?
At night.
What time do you guys wake up?
We woke up early as fuck, around 4 o'clock.
That's crazy to me. Because I remember I came out and I saw people walking to the defect. And I'm like, it's already 6 o'clock.
Yeah, no, they do that shit to you early on. Before you even get into basic, basically. So... It's not every installation, but my installation, we woke up early as fuck. Especially since everybody kept fucking up. So, yeah.
All right. Also, I mentioned the first Ruck March. So, I think it was what's the first one? A couple miles? 4 miles?
Yeah, it's 4 miles.
Everyone's dying.
I don't see why. It wasn't even that hard. I thought the 4 miles was light.
No. For me, it was bad. Because no one knows how to... So, there's a specific way to pack a rucksack. So, it's not bad. No one knows how to do it. they teach you, but no one really listens. And you don't really know how like you want it on your back. Like I remember my first ruck march, I didn't have my chest strap, I didn't have like my waist strap. I was just had everything on my shoulders, and it just sucked.
Oh, you just pure strength.
Yeah, like my neck was on fire. Like everything in my neck, it was like 4 miles, and like now like we just did a 25 miler, like, and that was nothing. And I mean, it was less weight, but.
No, that 25 miler was a killer. Like
Really?
My feet, bro. I had blisters on the back of my heels, and I had to put that moleskin on my shit.
Oh yeah, you did have it bad.
Yeah, I had it bad, and then even then, so it started peeling off, and I was still hurting. So I was just like, man, fuck it. I'm
Yeah.
keep going.
So for me, like I like good at rucking. I don't know why. Like it's just something that I do good in the Army. So. Yeah, you have to do, so like we do 12 miles here in under 3 hours, which, you know, he does it easy.
It's lightweight.
But
It's not hard.
I was close. I came in at like 3:05 my last time.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, and I haven't ran in a very long time.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I mean, it really don't have nothing to do with running. It's just like a lot of strength. I say it's a lot of leg strength and shit.
Yeah.
It will hurt. It will really hurt. You will cramp up in so many places.
I couldn't walk for like it was on a Friday. Well, I couldn't walk all week. Or I couldn't walk all weekend, pretty much.
Basically.
The 25 miler, we did it overnight, and then we had the next day off because it was a Donza. And I wasn't even sore. Like I remember I was skateboarding the next day.
I was sore, but it went away fast. Like it
Yeah.
really bothered me that much.
Like it wasn't that much weight. Like we did 25. All right, all right. So another thing I wrote in here was stealing laundry. A lot of people will steal your shit.
Bro, I lost the whole uniform in that bitch. Oh my god.
So I remember that someone got everything stolen. Like he washed all his PTs and like a bunch of uniforms, and someone just like threw it out. Like we had a dumpster, and someone just threw everything in like, I guess the dumpster, but he never found it.
Did he leave it in like overnight? Because they had a thing where if you leave it in overnight, they'll just throw shit away.
No, he didn't leave it overnight. Like it was like we were, like he went down to check his stuff before we went to bed, and it just wasn't there.
Oh, somebody was hating him, bro.
Yeah,
he had some beef with somebody.
he did have a lot of beef with people.
Oh shit.
Also, we had a platoon guide, which is like one of your privates or trainees that leads the platoon, and so basically they have more power than a regular trainee. So this one girl, female trainee, was a platoon guide, and she got caught fraternizing with another platoon guide from a different platoon. And when she got called out on it, she decided to call the drill sergeant cute.
Whoa.
And that was it for that platoon. You know, we just never heard of them again. Nah. That was my drill sergeant messed up their whole bay. Like literally, like broke the bed in half. Like went on a bed, took the mattress off, and was jumping in the middle until it broke in half. And it just smoked them. Like you don't want to call your drill sergeants cute. It's just also I put on here Fire Guard. Fire Guard is awesome. I loved Fire Guard.
What
You
is
didn't
wrong
like
with you?
You don't like Fire Guard?
No, bro. Who likes Fire Guard? Who likes to be waking up in the, you got a Fire Guard looking at us, bro? Nobody want to do that shit.
So, all right. So you have to get cool with your barracks manager. So they give you the good shifts. All right. The good shifts is right before you go to bed. That's the best shift. I love that shift. And so another thing is, yeah, so for me, on Fire Guard, all I did was write letters home. Like I wrote a lot. I was writing letters. I was talking to a female at a time. I was writing her every single day. I was writing my boy Jairus, the one with the STI. You know, you guys seen him on the channel. It's been good. I loved Fire Guard because I always had a good shift.
This man different, bro. We didn't have good shifts.
Dude, my basic was so easy. So they don't tell you this, but in some cases, I know I met a girl that she did not get her phone at basic. I got my phone a lot at basic.
No, same for me. Like every occasion we would get our phones. We have time on them, like not a lot of time, but we get our phones. So
Like, so through red phase, we didn't get our phones at all. White phase, we got our phones like an hour. Like when we didn't have range. So like on the weekends, we had it for an hour, like Saturday and Sunday. And yeah. So, and then blue phase, we had like almost no training. So like we got our phones. I think the most we've had our phone was like 6 hours.
seriously,
Yeah.
I don't think we ever had our phones for that long. Is it like all together?
No.
Oh,
Like in one time.
oh,
All right, we got someone else. You have any stories from basic training?
Any stories?
Yes. What is the most interesting thing that happened at basic training?
Most interesting thing, like how we had like 5 weeks almost every fucking day in the base.
Oh my god.
We had this big white dude and black dude, like they fucking hate each other. Fucking week, day 2, these motherfuckers were already going at it. That shit was amazing. We ended up we broke our fight at 12 in the morning because these motherfuckers were like yelling at each other. They moved all the beds. One had a pink eye, just how hard him in the head. It was fucking wild. Great sound.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights. Some people won't tell them. Some people will.
I don't give a fuck.
But yeah.
We didn't have no fights, bro. Like they kept that shit low key. I mean, we had beef, but we didn't have no fights.
Yeah.
We tried to keep that as low key as we could, but the drill sergeants already fucking knew about it.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah,
and you know, to be dickheads about it, they made them battle buddies too.
Oh,
They were permanent battle buddies.
They would link
They used to do
the
that to
worst
us.
battle buddies together. Like it would be terrible. It'd be like two opposites. It's like why the
You
fuck
got one
are we
retard
together,
and you got one smart one.
Oh my Jesus.
We had a guy that they were
This
just
white dude.
talking shit to each other, and he's like, you know what? Fuck your mom.
Yeah.
And the dude was like dead at his neck.
Oh my
And-
Jesus.
So they were permanent battle buddies since Red Phase, and they ended up becoming friends, and you know that's just what happens.
See, that's what happened. See, they were permanent battle buddies. They became friends for like 2 weeks. Out of nowhere, he said something that he didn't like, and back to the beef we went again. Back to the beef. And it was just like, damn, y'all were friends for 2 weeks just to fucking annihilate each other again? That's fucking amazing.
I love Basic. I think Basic was a lot funner than, you know, like it's like a team. Like it's a team activity. Like I look at Basic like,
It's a team activity. If one guy fucks up, you're all fucked up.
yeah, it's like you had to grow as a team. I had a really strong, like I had the best platoon. We did not get smoked. I think the only time I got smoked was Red Phase. Like,
We got smoked every day.
Dang.
yeah, like
Something stupid. What position are you supposed to be standing, fucking trainees? Listen to attention, right? Alright, too easy. Half right. Hey.
wait, so like for my situation, my drill sergeant just didn't care. Like I had an E5 promotable.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as that was like, so he was there most of the time, and then I had an E7 which was leaving, which he was never there, but he was like my like older drill sergeant, and then senior drill sergeant, and then we had we had an E6 which was our female drill sergeant, and she just was never there, and then when she was just like, oh my god, like I want you all to pass.
Yo, bro, y'all, this shit. Cheers for all this. Say fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Be shit.
no, my drill sergeant just cared about us.
No, you know what? Us can tell me at the graduation, you still ain't shit after you graduate. You.
No, for real, they do care about you. It's just,
No, they do, but like, damn.
they don't show no mercy, bro.
They were like, you ain't gonna be shit. You ain't gonna be shit. You definitely ain't gonna make it. I was like, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, but I feel like, well, like all my people were squared away. We all passed. Like, no one failed for my
We only
platoon.
had like one person.
Shit, we had.
After that, everyone and like fourth platoon had like 10 people. First platoon had like 6
Well,
people. Second
we-
platoon had like 8 people.
we
We
had
were
people-
the only one who had one person.
We had people get out medically. Like, there was someone that was pregnant. Yeah. But she was, like, she went in pregnant.
Oh,
Oh,
so she
okay.
got
So, like,
pregnant.
no, like, she was married to someone in the military, and then she went in, and she was like, well, yeah, he's pregnant, or she's pregnant. So they started making jokes. She was like, we're doing, like, the, like, pull-ups. He's like, she's pulling for 2!
Ah, damn.
Yeah, so there's her. A lot of females had, like, hip fractures. Like,
Oh yeah, we had
so-
one in our company who had a hip fracture.
Yeah,
And they did it,
female-
like on the 3rd week.
yeah, females had, like calcium pills or some shit.
Yeah, and then they ended up fucking up their fucking hips.
Yeah.
And they ended up.
So, like, after ruck marches, I don't know why it's
Yeah,
so much.
just after the first ruck march, that shit was like.
It's so much rougher for females.
Like, that shit was literally popping the fuck out. I was like, you gotta get that shit checked out, yo.
Yeah, I don't like, but everyone, like, they'll try, like, don't hide injuries. Honestly, like, my knees are messed up now. My ankles are messed up just from hiding injuries my entire life, even before the army. And, you know, if I were to go back and say, hey, I'm messed up, you know, maybe I could be running 13s again.
Yeah, don't worry about people calling you a bitch just because you hurt, man. If you were hurt, go get that shit seen about. Like, don't worry about what everybody else got to say.
Like, we have a dude here with hip fractures pushing almost 285.
Oh, sure do. Man, big as fuck.
And he's getting out medically, but it's not really his fault. Like, he can't run or nothing. Like,
But they still call my shit back. Like, that's what's fucked up. That's what I think is fucked up about the military, bro. They call you shit back for being hurt.
you could be great at your job.
And they still wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care. As long as, if your PT sucks, they don't care. You can be great at your job, they just don't care. Like, if you can't run a 13, if you can't do 80 push-ups, if you can't do what's the max, 90 something sit-ups?
I'm crazy like that.
Shit, something like that.
Yeah. If you can't do all that, they don't really care. Like, you won't, like, I don't know. You can get waivers for PT or to get, like, promoted for PT. Like, if you have really good PT, they'll promote you, like, right away. But, yeah, I'm out of stories. You got any stories you'd like to share?
I remember the time we had somebody piss on the mattress over somebody when we was at basic.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We had someone piss on a mattress, too. And dude was like, it was like one of those guys that you're like cool with, but you don't.
Retarded.
Yeah. It's like you love him even though he's like
Fucking
kind
retarded.
of slow.
Yeah, that's
He's
how
like-
it was for us, son.
So yeah, he was
He was special.
he's
There
like
you go.
he's like
He was special.
you know, yeah, he was like, Joe Sarn, I wet my bed.
Oh my God.
That must have been fun.
No, that's the thing. This dude, our dude, he did it in silence. Nobody knew, but you could smell the shit. Especially the dude that slept under him. He's like, "What the fuck is that smell?" He's smelling that shit. So he's like, "Where the fuck is it coming from?" He goes to the top bunk. He's like, "Bro, this shit smells like straight up hiss." I'm like, "Yo, that's mad crazy." That was his battle buddy. So I feel bad for him, bro.
Yeah, like.
He really had to take care of a big
Oh
ass
my
grown man.
God. It was so, he's like, so when you talk to your drill sergeant, you have to be in a battle buddy team.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, Karen, and he had, I'm not going to say. So he's like, oh, Karen, and I need you to go talk to drill sergeant. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just standing there and I have no idea what's going on. So we go to parade rest. We're talking to drill sergeant. And he's like, drill sergeant, I wet the bed. And my drill sergeant didn't, like, die laughing. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Like, even as a person, you have a grown man, 18 at least, telling you, hey, I wet the bed.
That's
like,
sad, bro. I mean, you don't know what they going through in life, but still, that's a grown man.
but it was like the last 2 weeks, so it wasn't even like bad.
It was the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
I know. It wasn't. It wasn't even like, oh, he was scared. He just like
Wet
couldn't get up in the middle of the night to piss.
Well, if I got a piss, I would jump off the fucking top
Yeah,
bunk
said-
just to take a piss. I
That
would
man
literally
said
jump.
sleep is precious, bro.
Yeah,
I don't give
He
a
said
fuck.
sleep is precious, bro.
If my dick says I gotta pee, I gotta pee.
That shit funny as hell.
Even here, I wake up at 2 in the morning. I'm like, damn, I gotta take a piss.
Nah, imagine the people who don't shower at all, bro.
Bro, we
you-
didn't shower in 5 weeks.
You will have people like that. People won't shower.
Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, why?
Like, we will pick you up and throw you in the shower if you don't shower. Like,
we literally did that.
yes,
Threw him in there.
yes, we did that.
Didn't care.
Like people's clothes, we will throw them in the shower too. Like, if you don't wash your clothes, you get a big bag of
You had a big
laundry.
ass bag. I would just throw it in for you and use your fucking.
No, I wouldn't even put it in the. We won't even put it in the washing machine. We'll just throw it in the shower, and it'll smell cleaner. Like,
Just imagine running behind somebody and you thinking it's a fart, bro. Yo, it's not a fart. That
Oh.
shit musty as hell. Yo.
so I don't know if you guys had this, but we had people that did not know how to shave.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we did.
Like,
We had a guy who tried to save a fucking mustache and he like left a big ass piece right here and then like,
dude, like, there's people that have scars on their face
Oh, yeah,
because
the
they
people
did
when
not
cutting
know how
themselves
to.
'cause they
Yes.
didn't know how to shave, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You're like 22 and you don't know how to shave.
Like, I've had a beard. Like, this is my weekend. Like, it's Saturday today. I shaved yesterday. This is my weekend 5 o'clock shadow. Like, I've shaved my entire life. And so there was someone that just didn't know how to shave. Like, he was like, so he's like, he had like patches, and the drill sergeant's like, go shave that shit. And he came back, his whole face was chunked up. Like, he looked like he got dragged off a motorcycle like 20 feet by his chin. Like, like it was so bad. And he was like, all right, who's the oldest one here? And someone was like 33, raised their hands like, me, drill sergeant. And so he's like, all right, teach this motherfucker how to shave. And so dude's literally like, he's like shaving him. And like, he didn't start shaving himself for like the first 3 weeks. Like, someone shaved him.
I don't know if you had a mom or a daddy like me. I know you had some type of family to
Yeah,
teach you how to shave.
that was at 120th. Like, so like before, I don't know if you guys watch my old videos, especially the Honda Fest video, my beard was long as fuck. Like, it was so bad. But when I went there, I shaved the day before I went to basic. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. Because people went there with like hair past their shoulders, and then they're just shaving their head. It's jamming the clippers. Like,
Get why they do
Dude,
that.
legit,
Like,
there was people showing over like full grown ass beards, long ass fucking hair, like this fucking long, or like dude, like all the way to their backs. I'm like,
dudes would pull up with a fro or like hair
yo,
down to
you know,
their.
I mean, I had this shit, but it was like kind of longer. But that's about it.
I was like this. You do realize you're about to be bald in like the next 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
They're about to go, yay, 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 yay.
But I didn't want to be bald before I
No, I shaved my head before I went. I had a huge party before I went, and I
Yeah,
shaved my head.
I shaved my head.
I didn't shave.
Like,
I wasn't gonna let them fucking touch my head.
we're outside having a bonfire, and I'm like, dude, let's shave your head. Like, you're leaving like next week. I'm like, all right.
Dude.
Speaking of which, them barbers was ruthless, man. They grab
Dude,
your
they'll grab your head,
Grab your
They be
fucking skull.
skull grab, and
Yo,
pull the shit
Yo,
back.
okay, this is you, right? You sit down, you have your little fucking. What's that fucking
Camelback.
Your
Your camelback, like in the front, yeah.
Camelback like this. If you have glasses, you would take them off. You know, you have them on like this. You know, you're chilling.
bro.
Dude, like it's a 10-second haircut. Like
Legit shit. That shit. Is
Like, they have a balder on a vacuum cleaner, and they'll cut your shit, and it's sucking in the hair. Like, one.
And then it would miss all certain spots, and like you will have this one
literally have-
Yeah.
here,
Bro.
and then here, and then here.
And then there was people that would try to cut them shits themselves.
Oh, somebody did this
Oh, yeah,
shit
we
in
got
our
somebody did
basic,
that.
bro.
We got somebody did in basic,
Oh
bro.
my
Like
God.
this motherfucker was fading into the fucking shits, giving us a lineup and shit.
Wait, you with electric clippers?
Yeah.
No, we had people
Yes.
with dead razors trying to shave their
Oh yeah,
shit.
and that too. He was doing eyebrows with razor. They were like, all right, man.
Oh, I got
Fucking
instructed.
racers.
Yo, I did that shit.
Someone said some shit. All right, one of the drill sergeants said some shit. It wasn't my drill sergeant. It was one of my drill sergeants was like, because my eyebrows always gotta be on fleek. So I'm like, if I don't, I'll just go a straight caterpillar. Like, if you guys have seen my basic training pictures, like dead, like from here to here was hair. Like I'm Portuguese. Like, what you want me to do, huh?
God.
And so it was like I got my eyebrows before I left because I already knew like I'm not gonna do it, and it's like what 12 weeks ish. So like I started shaping my stuff, and they're like, hey, he's looking at me. He's like this close, and I'm like. Like, I just I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, you doing your eyebrows? I'm like, yes, drill sergeant.
So much pride.
Dude, I every time you said, I said so, oh my God, they hated me. Like, I was like, yes, drill sergeant. No, drill sergeant. Roger, drill sergeant. Hooah. Like sometimes it was like, oh yeah, he's motivated, but I was just like, I'm just an asshole.
Yes, drill sergeant.
Bitch, I don't know about this shit.
But
Yes, drill sergeant.
it was like, so he's like, don't do it. He's like, or he's like, I'll come into your bed. And I'm like, whoa. He's like,
some raping shit.
no, it wasn't like that. He was like, oh my God, I have the best drill sergeants, dude. Like, the first night in the field, he's like, you better not lose your weapon. You better not lose your weapon.
Bro, that shit was funny, bro. I
So-
ain't gonna lie.
so
as soon as we got to the spot, my person was like, all right, motherfuckers, listen up. Y'all losing y'all's weapons. Y'all gonna stay out here too. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
He was like, you and the battle buddy gonna stay here another night so y'all can find that fucking shit. Don't fucking lose it.
So I had.
Everyone panicked and you put that shit in their fucking sleeping bags and slept
No.
literally inside with them. I was
Well,
like,
it
yo.
was summer for us. When I was in July.
You lucky fuck.
I was over there already.
I was
over there by November. That shit, temperatures were already fucking.
Yeah, I
We
just-
actually had somebody die from the cold, actually. They died in this.
Yeah, someone died from a heat cat.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like they fucking covered their whole body with the fucking sleeping bag so they couldn't breathe. Like they could not breathe in that shit. I was like, well, fuck that. Shit, that's your fault. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, but that's your fault, bro.
Rest easy, man.
Literally, legit, all I did was
Like,
all the way to here so I can just see my nose. I'm like,
I don't know if people will mention that. Like, I remember, like, I got my phone and it was either my mom or my dad contacted me, and they're like, yo, someone died. And I'm like, yeah, it was an alpha.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people,
die.
people will die.
So bro, when I got to AIT, literally everybody already heard about somebody dying. And
Yeah, everyone knew. They were like,
339,
I
bro.
who died? I was like, what the fuck? And I was like,
Everybody was like, somebody
339.
died.
I think I was in 113. It was either 113 or 313.
Was it the nice?
It was nice as fuck.
Man, fuck you, man.
We had
Yo,
we had the
161,
brand
we were the
new.
one closest to the ranges.
that's bullshit. I was in the ghetto, bro. I was
Yeah, did you guys have?
Bro, 161 was literally like by the fucking ranges.
All right, so
It
like,
would literally just be a walk to the ranges.
what
It
was
like
what
a
was the
mile walk.
showers for you guys? Like, what was that like?
We actually had covers. Like,
Like, there was no curtains.
we had curtains and covers.
We had curtains and everything.
We had
At
curtains
least
and
there was
covers.
one shower with no curtains.
Where were you? Wait, where were you?
161. It was like the one literally by the ranges. That one company by the ranges. The one with the big ass fucking field.
I'm trying to think. I can't even remember where.
It's literally like the last one. It's like the last company, and then it's like another one next to it. I forgot what.
I was like right next to the defect.
Yeah, I was around the defect. Like it was literally.
Once, oh, I know. Right, you were like closer to the defect than I was. I know.
It
Right.
was like 2 minute walk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So I was to the right of that. I don't know which one.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I thought it was 334.
Dude, I can't remember. I can't
That
remember.
was 334 that was next to us.
All right, this is already.
161 was like across from each other. Now 334 has a nice ass fucking field. It had a nice ass field. It had a nice track. It had a nice track and everything.
No, I wasn't there. It was because I know what you're talking about. It was like around the block.
Yeah, it was like around there. I know.
No, I was like on the other side.
Oh, you were that company.
Like if you walked up and then went left is where I
Like I
was.
said, everything was close to us.
Yeah.
Fucking Victory Tower was like right around the fucking corner. The PX was literally like, I just keep going over there. You know what fucking sucked though? When you had the video game shooters, and that shit was a fucking walk. That shit was like a 3-mile walk.
Oh no, mine was right next to it.
Oh, I was right next to it.
See.
No, like mine was like you walk down the hill.
Ranges? They were like right around the fucking corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you have to walk for the ranges.
No, we didn't. We got bust out.
Oh, I know they walked.
Oh, we walked.
Mine were like right there.
Dude, we got bust out.
Oh, you talking about like the ranges,
Yeah.
like the big fucking ranges, like all the way? No, we had to take
All
a
right.
We were like right
All right, guys, this is already getting long, so I'm just gonna close it out here. If you guys like this kind of video, like I'm sure we have a lot more stories to tell. So if this does well, maybe I'll make a part 2 of basic training. I know we're gonna do an AIT one.
AIT. Especially AIT.
AIT was lit. All right.
AIT.
It was lit.
So, all right. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I will make a video about that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Oh yeah.
Dance and Dragons out. Peace. Oh yeah, Dance and Dragon hoodies restocked on the website. Peace out.